everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The running game will be a focus today. The Redskins come in ranked in the top 10 in rush defense, and they'll go up against the Panthers team looking to make a dent in that ranking. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Auburn man, Charles, hard to believe already in his 6th year now, Cam Newton.
And every eye in the stadium goes to him as soon as he appears, doesn't it? There are very few players that have that type of effect. Doesn't matter whether he comes out for warm-ups, but he's come out for the game, to start the game the first time on the field. All eyes on number 1, and rightly so. He may be the best player in the game.
And his first pass is incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's second down. When we look at this unit like we are now, Greg Olsen has become such a reliable target in this league.
Loves to be considered the number 1 option in the passing game in the offense he plays, and he lives up to it. Knows the defense is set for him, knows how to beat them.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And now a look at the Washington defense.
Ryan Kerrigan is an example of bringing the best of you from college to the NFL and remaking your game. Terrific guy causing fumbles at Purdue, has done the exact same thing in the NFL, then lost weight and became an absolute terror rushing the passer.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
And now a first down following that long gain. On first down, it's Newton. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Newton on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The linebacker, William Compton, in on the tackle. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. To throw on second down is Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. 3rd and 2, Newton. And the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. And I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. So if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a guy who, of course, started all 16 games last year, led the Redskins to the playoffs. He's in his 5th year now for Michigan State. It's Kirk Cousins.
And it's his team. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Remember, he had a pitched battle with Robert Griffin III, and head coach Jay Gruden selected Kirk Cousins. I felt like he trusted him more. Thought he was more consistent. That was his guy. He made a big move in that direction, and Kirk Cousins rewarded his faith.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, a run with Thompson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. First down, here's Cousins. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. First offensive series forthcoming. Deshaun Jackson, wide receiver that certainly needs no introduction in this league.
He's truly one of those don't blink guys, because as soon as you do, he's past you and in the end zone and doesn't mind letting you know about it too.
10 yards still left on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Charles Johnson's stock in trade is coming off the edge and getting to the quarterback. But he knows how to make some of those subtle moves inside to help in the run game, and he did it right there.
He's an athlete back in high school. Played football, basketball, track. So he's a mobile guy.
Mobile guy, made a nice play against the run.
Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left.
Here we go.
3rd and long for Cousins. Well, this is caught by Jackson. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now Thompson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Charles Johnson off the edge, a long day for any offensive tackle.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So they're able to connect and beat the man coverage.
Nice job between the two of them. One getting downfield, the other one delivering.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. It's Thompson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Second down, Cousins. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 1 quarter down here on a frigid December night. 7-0 is our score. We'll head back to FedEx Field after this timeout. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Jackson. Olsen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll start the drive with hardest pain. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
2nd down following the run. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football. On 1st and 10, Newton. And that is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Second and 10. Newton again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Red zone opportunity. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Artis Payne. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Tackle made there by Mason Foster.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Here's Newton now on second down. Steps away to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Artis Payne. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Again on the ground with Artis Payne. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for third and goal. Now the Panthers get set, third and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
Newton to throw, being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And we certainly know that Cam Newton can do just last year, and a nice one there.
And it would if one day that number got up to 20 if they so chose, because of his frame. One of the bigger, stronger players in the league, especially at his position. When he carries the ball and gets a full head of steam, you're dealing with a full-grown man.
Gano now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard, because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. Now, that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now, if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Surveying the field. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Jackson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tips, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Williams to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes the Redskin defense heading back onto the field. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that. And the way that you phrased it is perfect because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
Not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway, that's for sure. What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. To throw on second down is Newton. He dumps it off to Artis Payne. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Newton on 1st down. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be a Carolina first. On 1st down, it's Newton. And it's incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a 1st down here on 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Cousins on 1st down. Jackson's got it over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And Reed with it over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going.
Set. 3-19.
1st down. Here's Cousins. Over the middle to Garcon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down Washington. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the red zone now, Cousins. Looking for someone to throw to. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And right now I take my rudimentary kindergarten skills and draw where the tackle box would be because that was close. I thought he was in the tackle box. He has to be very careful where he gets rid of the football from that spot.
Yeah, they say there was a receiver in the area, though.
Yeah. There's always a receiver in the area.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the 2nd quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the 1st half?
Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Redskins have not been bashful these last 2 weeks when it comes to throwing the football. The Panthers are finding out firsthand they'll have to deal with this passing attack if they want to win. All right, let's roll the highlights. Third down at the 29. Olsen's got the catch here, and he'd cap off the 9-play drive with a TD. That puts them up by a touchdown. Redskins have it at the 12. Quick pass and completion is made here, and this goes 12 yards for the score. We're brand new at 7. Panthers with the ball early in the second. Benjamin's wide open, able to make the grab, and he'll end up picking up 33 yards on the play. Same drive, Newton's going to duck out to the left, and he'd cap off the 10-play drive with a TD. That takes the lead up to 7. Midway through the second quarter, the catch will be made deep down the field, and he'll go in for the touchdown. First and 10. Here the pass is completed into coverage. Redskins tied up at 14, and he'll end up picking up 18 yards on the play. They would go on to kick a field goal and put 3 points on the board. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get back up to our nation's capital as we rejoin Brandon Gott.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Holding, receiving team.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
They'll come out in the pistol. Cousins now to throw on first down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And he is picking up right where he left off a week ago. I wrote down, so funny here on my notes, what he said last week. And after we talked about the good game, he said, I will do it again. And I wrote those words down, and he's done it again.
And it's not bragging if you're doing it, right? Because that's exactly what he's told you, and he is getting it done. Smooth in the secondary, making catches, making plays. That's the guy that we know.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run with Thompson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down, 8.
Let's go.
They run it here with Thompson. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays...
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The 3-time All-Pro, Luke Kuechly, in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
On first down, Newton. Caught on the left side by Ginn. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He was trying to get it to Cameron Artis-Payne. Third down here.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket.
Now the ball comes loose, and Ginn's got it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Out comes a Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first and 10, Newton. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Kendrick Golston in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down, or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now here's Ross. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him. Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more? Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. Jackson's got it over the middle. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Cousins on first down. Incomplete. Ryan Grant, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Second down now after the incompletion. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back. After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
All right, here we go. All right, now look at 56.
On 3rd down, Cousins. This is caught by Jackson. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Jackson with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory. 3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw on second down is Newton. It's complete to Brown, right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Play action. It's Newton. Completes it to Dixon. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Holding. Defense.
So the grab there by the defense, the holding penalty call. Fresh set of downs here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Newton on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. Oh, now Olsen slow to get up here. Still on the ground. We'll check on his status when we get back. Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Matt Ioannidis, the rookie from Temple, in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. Dancing to his left. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, They can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Let's discuss now this performance as it relates to the last one. You know, a week ago, and we saw it. Some pinpoint accuracy. He's displaying that again.
That was a fun film session for us, wasn't it? Able to kick back and watch him work. And what we saw was a confident leader, a guy in control, making excellent throws at times. And he's brought that with him in this ball game as well. And I'm starting to think that he's starting to feel like, yeah, I've got this thing down pat. And I think the team will come along with it. Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd down following the incompletion. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Baker in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. 3rd and long, it's Newton. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
tight, guys. Double tight. Hey, four down. Here we go now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. A big pickup there on the run. 30 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle, no running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion.
Hey. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short. And they'll come up empty on the try for two. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the two-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. Williams to return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Washington defense getting ready. And a great job last time. They got the fourth down stop. It led to points. See if they can make magic happen twice.
How about the defense, though? You're going to go for it against us on your own side of the field. Rose up and stopped them. Went off the field and said, offense, take over. Put it in the end zone for us. And that's exactly what they did.
A little chip on their shoulder when that happened, right?
Yeah, a lot of meanness involved in that.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. On 2nd and 10, Newton escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Newton gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Newton now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
From the 50, Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And quickly, they get to the line. They go play action here on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 19 yards there. And it'll be first down Panthers. Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught at the 2. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Throwing again is Newton. That's Brown. Touchdown, Carolina. Corey Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Gano for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Redskins, and that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw slim just...
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And this looks to probably be the final play. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys who's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Redskins, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Carolina, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.